What's up, dreamers? I'm Zeke, and welcome back to the Dream Green breaking news segment where I'm going to give you guys the best news for the week. Now, listen, the United States and Iran deal host pushes oil prices lower. More on that in a second. And then the SpaceX IPO is, I could give you guys a better play than that because usually IPOs, even though this is the biggest IPO in history, IPOs usually don't perform that well the first year and a half. So I'm gonna give you guys a better play on that can maybe 2x your returns in the same amount of time. And then the stock market in it is weeks higher, led by AI stocks. And the best one on that list is gonna be ticker symbol MU, and they're having their earnings call this week. Micron Technology, they are a memory chip manufacturer, and then they completely stopped making consumer grade RAM. They could completely stop making consumer grade memory RAM that you could build your PCs with. Anybody could go to Micro Center, Best Buy, buy some RAM and build their PCs. They completely stopped making those to only focus on industry grade memory RAM. So and they boost productions, and that took them on the AI path, right? Because they're not selling to consumers anymore. They're only selling to AI companies and data centers, and the stock is shooting through the roof. And they're having their earnings call this week on the 24th, and it could be life-changing for a lot of people. Right now, I am in on an MU leap. You guys can see right now, right here on the side, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Right now with the MU price, I could be up around $85,000 to $90,000. And if MU have a good earnings call, this could be my first $100,000 option trade, which is completely insane. More on that in a second. Now, guys, before I dive into it, if you do want some SpaceX IPO stock, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to Moo. If you sign up, use that platform, they give you guys free $30 worth of SpaceX stock, and then on top of that, they're giving you some free stock of NVIDIA if you guys do want to take a part of the space exploration in the AI play with NVIDIA. But first of all, listen, before we dive into it, I got some important news for you guys. If someone came to me and say, hey, if I give you $1 million, how would you make $100,000 per month from that $1 million? In fact, let's change it up. If someone came to me with $100,000 and say, hey, how would you make $10,000 a month from me giving you this $100,000? Now, me being the guy that I am, I would say, hey, I would go into the market and I would do a AI play, probably on SanDisk, ticker symbol SNDK. And if I really wanted to make my money stretch, I would go to the leverage of SNDK, which would be SNXX. I would wait until it's oversold on the RSI. I would wait until it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, and then I would look for support of it around the 200 EMA. Then I would do a 30 to 45 day cash secure put, selling a put option on SNXX at around a 0.2 delta. That gives me around an 80% chance of winning this trade, that the price will not pull back to the price that I'm comfortable buying it at. And with a 0.2 delta, I should be able to bring in around 10% every 30 to 33 days by selling a cash secure put on the leverage of SNDK, the AI play, which will bring me in around $10,000 extra per month. Now, guys, I know that sounds like a lot. If you are completely confused on what the heck I'm talking about, that is the very first step to the wheel strategy. And I'm holding a free webinar today at 7 o'clock Central Houston time. I don't know what time y'all zone y'all stay in, but today at 7 o'clock Houston time Central, right? I'm hosting a free webinar teaching the complete wheel strategy. Right there was just the first step of the wheel strategy. I know you said, hey, if it's so good, why aren't you doing it yourself? Well, I am doing it myself. You guys can see right here. January, inside our community, we did 4,500. Our best month was March. We did 6,000. Worst month was May, but worst month, we did have a ton of capital gain, like on our MU play. But in May, we did $1,627. And so far in June, we're up $2,315. Just selling cash you could put on a couple of these stocks and running the wheel strategy. So if you guys do want to learn the wheel strategy, I highly recommend that. I'm going to leave a link down in the pinned comment section. Or actually, yeah, I'm going to leave a link down in the pinned comment section. You guys go click on that link, sign up, because you're going to get a very special offer from signing up through that link. Once you go through that link, you can come back over here to the Dream Green Show, or it will take you to it. And there's the Wheel Strategy webinar that's going to go on June 22nd, which is a Monday at 7 o'clock my time. I don't know about y'all time. And then it's going to hit notify right here. So you hit that notify, you turn your notifications on, and then you guys are going to be straight, right? So if you guys do want to learn the Wheel Strategy and how I'm bringing in thousands of dollars per week and thousands of dollars per month by just spending it literally 1 hour inside the stock market per week, I'm able to generate money. So this strategy is perfect for people that for hard working people, teachers, doctors, lawyers, CDL drivers, mechanics, people that don't have time to stare at the market every single second of the day. This strategy is perfect for you. You set it up once. You can set it up using 1 hour per month. You set up your trades, and either you're going to buy the stock at a cheaper price, or you're going to get paid to wait to buy the stock that you already want to own. So that is a win-win scenario. I highly suggest that you guys at least attempt to learn the Wheel Strategy. So I'm going to give the whole play on Monday, June 22nd at 7 o'clock. Sign up through the link below to get that very special opportunity. Now, leading back to the breaking news, the United States deal hosts push oil to a lower prices. All right. So one of the biggest stories inside the markets, the market rallies is that the United States and Iran, they're coming up with a peace framework, which rises hopes that the Strait of Hormuz risk could ease and oil prices could keep falling. So some places here in Houston, I did see gas prices at around $4.10. Hopefully, if it can fall below $4, well, I'm talking about premium, right? For premium prices, if it could fall below $4.05, if it could fall below $4 down to around $3.99, that would be very, very good for the economy this summer. Everyone wants to take some road trips, take some trips to the beach, go travel, visit family. A lot of college students are home from break. So that would be a really, really good thing. Now, the next thing is that the stock market did just hit another high, led by ticker symbol MU. So let's hop back over here and type in MU or QQQ. So let's look at the Qs. You guys can see that the market, it started off kind of slow on the Monday, and then it just kept continuing to go up. So this was Monday, it had a little fall, but then it started to rally back up. This is only 1 hour time frame. And then when we're looking at SPY is falling, right? So the Qs, which is heavily inside the technology sector, is going up. And this is SPY. SPY is pulling back. So there was some great, amazing buying opportunities out there in the market. One that I like that is not a tech stock is MCD. McDonald's. McDonald's has been pulling back for a while. It came back to our buy zone. So we've been buying up shares of McDonald's in our community. And then another tech stock that we like is, I believe, Microsoft. Microsoft did pull back to one of our buy opportunities. In fact, Microsoft did have a double top right here at around $555, and we've been entering leaps at this price point right here and buying up options at any price point below $385-ish, hoping that Microsoft can continue to ride all the way back up to all-time highs over the next year or two, back to $555, and that is a 3.6%. I mean, that is a 3.6 risk to reward play. Now, when it comes to SpaceX, right? The play that I want to give you guys that you do not have to, let's take a look at SpaceX right quick. SPACE, SpaceX right here. Right now at the recording of this video, SpaceX has been falling, right? They're down 3.5%. They're down to $178. Could it continue to take off this week? Of course it could. People are going to make their money. But once those early investors start to take profit, once those like early investors, not me and you, I'm talking about people that invested inside of SpaceX before they even went public. Once they're able to take profit, then you might start to see a pullback 6 to 7, maybe 8 months from now, right? So another play that I wanted to give you guys was that you guys could pay attention to was Rocket Labs. So here we go on Rocket Labs, and right now it is a good opportunity. They did have a pullback of around 3% over the weekend. They're at $104, so that's really good for us for this setup. So all we'll do is that we'll go to Rocket Labs, we're going to go to sell a put, and then let's go out a month. So let's go out 33 days to July 24th, and we are willing to buy 100 shares of Rocket Labs at $90. So let's click on this right here. And you guys can say it has a 0.22 delta. That means we have around a 78% chance of Rocket Labs not pulling back to $90 by expiration date. If it do pull back to $90 by expiration date, then we just buy 100 shares of Rocket Labs of a stock that we already wanted, and then we just ride that on back up to the top. But if it do not pull back to $90 by the time that we want to have expiration, by the time expiration date comes around, then this is the premium that we're going to get paid. It's going to be $4.43 per share. When you're dealing with options, you're dealing with 100 shares. So we're going to get $443. Right, let me get my calculator. We're going to get $443, and we're risking $9,000 in order to pick up 100 shares of Rocket Labs. So let me put that up for you right quick. All right. So here we are. We're going to get paid $443, and we're risking $9,000 in collateral. That is a 4.9% trade right there. So every month we could bring in around 4.92% of our capital. If we do this every single month for 12 months, we could bring in 60% return in just 1 year. And we might not even get assigned those shares, right? We might not get assigned those shares. So we could go a whole year without getting assigned any shares at any time and bring in 60% return of our money in a year. But not only that, we're going to be compounding our wins on top of that. So while you're guessing on what SpaceX is going to do, we're not guessing. We're selling cash you can put to pick up space stocks at a cheaper price. In fact, if we come back over here to our compound calculator, it will cost us to buy 100 shares of SpaceX, $17,000, right? 4.92% is what we could do on Rocket Labs. And I know it says daily. Imagine that it says months, and we're going to do it for 12 months. No, I know it says day, but imagine it says months. But this is us making 4.92% every single month, just selling cash you can put on Rocket Labs. Either we're going to get assigned or we're not going to get assigned. But the lower that you have your delta, the less likely you're going to get assigned. And if you follow the tips that I'm going to give you guys in the webinar, then it's less likely that you're going to get assigned. Sometimes you want to get assigned these shares. Like we've been getting assigned the shares on Netflix because we want those shares. We've been getting assigned shares of a couple other companies inside the memberships, right, inside the community, because we want those shares. But sometimes when it's a risky play, we want to pick up those shares at the absolute cheapest price, because the name of the game is to buy low and sell high. So what we'll do is that this is us selling cash you can put on Rocket Labs. And then we're going to hit calculate. So we're starting off with $17,000, and then we can end with $30,000 in just 1 year. Our first month will be bringing in $836 per month. And then by the time we get to month 12, we'll be bringing in $1,418 every single month. And then that will add up over time. I'm telling you guys, it's going to add up really fast over time. $1,400 times 12. Let's see, $1,400 times 12. In just 1 year, right? This is what you'll be making every single month at the end. Every single year after 1 year of doing cash you can puts, which is the first step of the wheel strategy. But yeah, the breaking news is that we're going to pay very close attention to oil. See if it continues to fall, then we might be able to find some oil plays. We're going to be paying very close attention to MU earnings call. If MU earnings call do really good, other memory and storage like WDC, Western Digital, or Seagate, or SanDisk, SNDK, all of those are going to do really well as well. And then on the last play for the bonus, everybody that stayed to the end of this video, listen, I'm going to give you guys one free play. Here we are on Ford. Let's pull up Ford. So this is Ford on the 1 hour time frame. Ford had announced that they was going to use their batteries to power AI data centers, right? So that was an AI play, and Ford went from $12 all the way up to $17. It might not seem like a lot, but listen, we got a leap option on this, and it's really well. So over the course of less than a month, it shot up 45%, right? Now it's starting to pull back. And so everybody that felt like they missed out on this AI play, I believe when Ford has their next earnings call and they really give out these AI numbers from using their batteries and their technologies from powering AI data centers, that it could shoot all the way back up to $17-18. So this is going to be our next price point that we're going to be targeting off of AI play on Ford. If it breaks that and continues to trend up, then our leap options is going to be well. But if you felt like you missed out on it, another good entry, great entry, would be down here at this price point at around $13. At around $13 would be fine, or $12.50. So that would be another good entry on Ford. So set your alerts on Ford. On that, you could just hit this little plus right here at $13 and set an alert, and that's simple. I'm using tradingview.com. It's very simple to use that platform. But yeah, dreamers, I highly recommend that today at 7 o'clock, that you guys join the webinar. It's completely free. I highly recommend that you sign up with the link down below. You're going to get some very special offers from that, offers that I've never offered before. So sign up through that. Hit the notifications on the right here. Hit the notifications right here on the Dream Green Show. Go to live, hit notifications. But if you sign up, it's going to send you directly to it, so you don't have anything to worry about. I'm going to teach you guys the full wheel strategy today. I can't wait to see you guys at the webinar. But other than that, dreamers, comment anything, any other breaking news that you want me to pay attention to, or our community, our YouTube community, to pay attention to this week, down in the comment section. Can't wait to see you guys tonight. Other than that, I'm Zeke, bring you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.